you. Um, all right. Hello, everybody. It is May 18th, 2023. Welcome to the Gamers DMC podcast. Um, it's me, Megalixer. How you doing? And over here, we got Jazzy Moto.
Hello, hello, hello.
We got OG Double M.
Hey, hey, how y'all doing this evening?
We got Sir Rich.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
And finally, we got the one and only the one.
Well, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you guys for joining. And let's get started and rocking on what's going on in the gaming world today. And those that are watching, please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And when you subscribe, you'll know when we do our weekly videos. So let's get it cracking. Since we started off with Mega Elixir, can you start off and just let us know what games you're playing at the moment? I think I know of one, but go ahead, entertain us.
All right, so I definitely will entertain you because I have a funny story. So, I wanted to play like before I wanted to start Tears of the Kingdom, I wanted to play a little bit of its predecessor, Breath of the Wild. Now, Breath of the Wild is actually a cross-gen game. It was the last Nintendo published title for the Wii U, but it was actually the Nintendo Switch's launch title game
Mhm.
for the new console at the time back in 2017. I ended up having the Wii U version, and I did want to play play a bit of Breath of the Wild, and I had to hook up the Wii U. Now, trying to s- now first and foremost, the Wii U is one of those game consoles where I haven't touched in years. Because of that, it collects lots of dust, and and it's pretty musty. So I kind of have to clean that. Only with a tissue though. But
You should have wrapped it in plastic. But go ahead.
yeah,
That's a good idea.
yeah. Um,
Or get an extra large Ziploc bag.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that could have worked too. Yeah.
But trying to turn on the thing, it was a hassle. There were times where it would freeze, and at first I thought the Wii U bit the dust. I thought it died.
Did you ever
But
get it working?
yeah, I managed to get it working recently, actually. And I my theory is that it's trying to get used to um getting powered on for not being used for like several years.
That's your theory.
Well, yeah, that's my theory.
It's
Man,
wrong, but go ahead. That's the wrong theory, but go ahead. That's
I gave it the magic touch. It
okay.
started working when I got home.
Okay.
What?
Not the mama.
But yeah, now it works fine. It works fine, and I was playing a little bit of Breath of the Wild recently, and that's
What else?
actually about it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you played nothing else.
Nope.
Nothing else. And
No.
you imply that you played a little bit.
Yes.
No,
I was saying so.
you stated you played a little bit.
Yeah.
Define a little bit.
A little bit as in I started playing the game like what a few hours ago. I say 2 hours ago. Or
You
was it
mean
more?
as of today?
Yes.
Uh, so between Friday, Thursday evening, Friday morning, and today, you didn't play anything but that.
Well, I say no, I mean like I started it today.
No, no, no. That's not my question. You said
What was it?
my question was you just started, but between Friday of last week and today, You didn't play any other games.
Nope, I was sidetracked with other stuff.
No, I guess W working him too hard. Okay. What have you been playing, Double?
Maybe his mama been working out too hard.
Somebody working him hard because he ain't got time. What have you been playing, Double?
Oh shit, what I managed to play? Well, I played some of that which is a good 2D game, y'all. It's called Eastern Exorcist.
I want to play that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What
I
is
like
it?
that. It's a 2D side scroller.
Eastern
Is it? It's on
Exodus.
Game Pass, right? Let me look
Yep,
it.
it's in Game Pass.
Let me
Download it
see.
now. 6 GB.
You say Exodus
Uh,
or Exorcist?
Yeah,
Exorcist.
I think it's
Oh,
Exorcist.
okay. I'm
I
like,
think it's
what?
Exorcist.
It's
Eastern
Exorcist.
Exorcist.
Okay.
Yeah, Eastern Exorcist. Check that one out.
Let's
6 GB.
see.
Quick download.
Please.
Check it out.
Sounds familiar.
Uh,
Does it have like a 16-bit art style?
yes, it does.
I just looked it up and it said you the only one I know that played it.
Just me?
Just you of all the people I have on this.
But shoot, actually, it probably just came out, what, last month?
Yeah, but I'm downloading it because this is stuff I'm gonna play when I'm out of town. So let me download it now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I got through the first level, I think. Um, I downloaded the Street Fighter 6 demo. Check that out.
Ooh.
It's looking good. It's looking good. What else? I'm interested in this Starship Troopers. I don't know if you all seen that.
Saw that, but it didn't look good to me. But go ahead.
Did it look good to you?
Maybe from what I saw, maybe I didn't get a good look.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What else? I thought it was one more I played. I thought it was one more, something else. I'm gonna say that's it for now. They'll probably come back to me later.
Right. What about you, Sir Rich?
Of course, I was playing Redfall with y'all. You know, Double M, the one, Jazz. We was all playing Redfall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
um, Play some Star Wars. Definitely enjoying that one.
Yeah, I saw you playing that yesterday.
Mm-hmm. I've been dabbling with my 2 Point Hospital and some Hearthstone.
That's
And I think
cool.
I tried Ravenlock too after Double said something. I think I did turn that on
That's
for a little bit.
that's another game I downloaded to my PC. Those are my PC games.
Hmm. Oh, and I tried
Yeah,
that Blaze Blue
I
out
didn't get
too.
back to it. What was that?
So I tried that Blaze Blue out too. I was digging it.
Ah, yeah, Blaze Blue is cool.
Hmm.
It's chipping away.
Anything else?
And no, that was it. Yeah, that
Okay.
was it.
What about Lady Jazz? I mean Jazzamoto.
Mm-hmm.
I played, well, since he left off with that Blaze Blue, I was chipping away at the tutorial, get my easy achievement points.
Ain't no day. Get them for that day. Get that 50 points.
Yeah, I'm going to do that after. What else? Counter Strike. Last night I was streaming a throwback PS1 Rugrats Search for Reptar. That game was fun. I want to hear nothing. Um, and Katamari, of course, Redfall with you guys, and I think that's about it. Yeah.
I have a little bit of a question.
Yes.
According to my notification, that's a PlayStation 2 game, that Rugrats game, right?
Nope, it's PlayStation 1. I'm looking at it right here. I got the original case and everything.
Oh.
Super fun.
Now, you said you played
PS1.
that on stream, right?
Yep.
How do you record PS2 games? What type of capture card you have?
It's not even that. It's, well, my capture card is Elgato, but I just have a HDMI port that comes from the PlayStation. So all I do is just put my HDMI cord in it, and I can play it on my TV or through my computer, which lets me stream it.
Interesting.
Yup.
Oh,
Same with my Dreamcast too. I have HDMI for that. I had to.
I see.
I guess I just thought about something.
Hmm.
What's that?
Yes. When I told Mega was saying that something about that Nintendo and got all that dust on. I guess I'm the only one who keeps their boxes from their original consoles.
Yes.
Oh wow.
I hold on to
Hey,
them
hey,
for a certain period of time.
I try to hold on to them, but moms just get on us about them boxes, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
My
Yes. They make you throw
games,
them away.
I
yeah.
keep
I
They
need
like get rid of that
Yeah,
box. You
gameboxes.
don't need that no
man.
more. Like but I want it. Nah, no, you don't. Get rid of it.
I
okay.
use it to
Let me
carry
see.
stuff.
Nah.
I
Let me
may
see
have to
what
get some custom boxes or something.
I think I put my Xbox back in the box. My Nintendo GameCube is back in the box. My PS2 is back in the box, I think.
I have
PS3 is
a
in the
little
box.
bit. I, I have a little bit of a question, Mike. That GameCube's looking pretty good, and it's not having any of use. It looks
Oh
like
my
it needs a
goodness.
home.
Mhm. It is. It's in this box and it's doing fine all by itself.
Ah,
Lonely.
dang.
It's
All
keeping nice and snug and
by
warm.
myself.
I do want to repurchase a GameCube. That's one of the systems. That and the Super
All
Nintendo I need.
Okay,
by
let's see.
I need to start collecting GameCube games.
What have I
Yes,
been
you
Hey,
playing?
should.
what have you
Yes,
been
you should.
playing?
Let's
Been playing
see.
them on the Wii.
Let's see. I played. You guys don't know because none of you guys played Ghostwire, but I played
Mm-mm.
Ghostwire. They have a patch to that a performance patch to get up 120 frames per second. I played.
I got off of Ghostwire.
I like
Ah,
it.
so many
I've been after.
games.
Yes,
I
because you
know
know what?
that's right.
You don't.
Ugh.
You don't. You don't stay focused on the game. You'll go hither and there, and
Nope.
then you'll go to
Yep.
something else, and then you'll.
Hither
That's
and
why.
there, and then
Yeah.
Man, I
back
blame
again.
Game Pass, man.
Exactly. Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding,
Blame your
ding.
focus.
Don't we feel like spoiled children? So many games, so little time.
Oh man.
And
Cause
yes, it
I
that's
love
could.
it
why
though.
I be
Hey.
trying to focus on this whatchamacallit, this Jedi Survivor right now. That's my main focus. Unless y'all own, and then I'll get on some Redfall. That's why I asked, like, if y'all trying to get on Redfall, we need to get together.
And all of you guys have Game Pass, right? And then all of you guys don't do the weekly. I can see you guys don't do the weekly challenges, right?
I try my best to do them, but some
Yeah,
days
we
I
Okay, I
just
did
do.
them.
don't feel
Okay.
like even turning my
Did you
Xbox
finish
on
it? Okay, let me ask you this: Did you
or my
finish?
phone, and I just don't think about it on my phone
And
sometimes.
you sitting at work. Did you finish the F-122?
I ain't even touched that. I can't even play them kind of race games.
Well,
Nah, let
I
me get
did
these
that. I
spoiled.
played
Let me
that.
just
I played Call of Duty. I played Resident Evil. I played because it's leaving. And if I find out a game is leaving Game Pass on the 15th or the 30th, I jump into one of them games just to
so
see how
what
it
games
goes.
are leaving?
Lawn mowing simulator. I
Ooh, I
played
wanted to
that.
try that.
Lawnmower
Yeah,
Simulator.
it's leaving,
That
so I
is
said I'll try it.
random as ever. I didn't even know that was in there. That's super
I
random.
know.
That sound worse than Power Washer.
But it's
Hey,
probably good.
How
Like
are the
yeah,
points?
I don't know what's about doing activities that you do not like doing in real life on a
yeah.
video game that
And
make
it's
it very
like that
fun. It's weird.
ASMR sometimes too, because you hear the trees and the breeze and you hear the birds. You're like, huh,
Without
I'm
the
cleaning my
getting
Yeah.
itchy,
backyard.
without getting itchy from all the grass smacking you in the
Exactly.
face and
And
all
you
that.
ain't got to clean up afterwards.
Man, I was hurting my hand on that Power Washer. I was like, where's the speck of dirt? I can't find it. Where is it? I'm like, man. I
I
gave up
played.
on that.
Mhm.
I played Redfall with you guys. I played FIFA 23, and I tried to play it. I just
Nice.
don't like FIFA.
No.
I just can't get into FIFA. I just cannot. Hey, those are for the
Go.
Europeans. I'm not
Hockey better.
into. Yeah, I'm not into football like that.
Yeah,
Some
hockey is
people
Yeah.
pick
fun.
that.
Hockey fun. Yeah.
Y'all remember that
Okay,
ice hockey
so
game from Nintendo? My bad. That's my last segue.
Streets of
But
Rage.
that's an awesome game. The original, just plain old ice hockey on Nintendo.
okay, that's all I played this week. So let's get to some of these hot topics. First one is one of that was just came out. Somebody got some knocking going on in the background. I don't know who that was, but I hear it. What did you guys think about the first and foremost the Mortal Kombat? Is that
Mortal
Mortal Kombat one?
Kombat.
Oh, the reset. You
Yeah,
mean the
let's call it
reset? I don't,
remake, reset,
it
updated
is a
graphics.
reset. It is a hard reset. This is a reset.
Reboot.
Okay,
Yeah, it's Mortal Kombat One.
Mortal Kombat.
This is they calling it Mortal Kombat One.
okay. So those of you, let's start off with OG. What did you think about it?
Man, I don't know what to think. It's a soft reboot. No, that's a hard reboot, ain't
Nah, it's
it?
hold the button down.
I don't know what
Okay,
Ed Boon
so
In
thinking.
terms of the
OG, hold on,
story.
Let me ask him.
Yeah.
I was trying to get in Ed Boon's head. What he trying to do? You just did completed 11 games. Now we're going to go back again. Whole new story. I'm like, what's
Well,
going on?
If
11.
everyone
Well,
else,
10 and 11. Well, I'm gonna shut up.
now I'm gonna let you get you. I'm gonna have you go last.
Yeah, I know. That's why I shut
Yeah,
up.
I know.
That's why I shut up because I'm like,
Yes,
oh the
like
Lord.
that.
Oh, it's
Oh,
in
oh,
my head.
okay, OG. What are your thoughts again?
I said, I don't know what to think about Ed Boon. Is it a
Okay, what
hard,
were you? Okay, okay.
good?
Let me rephrase.
Another, you know what? I already got it. I know what it is. It's a multiverse. It gotta be. He done changed up people powers and everything. Probably Raiden is probably the Iceman or something. It's gonna be something
Oh,
crazy. Watch.
okay.
I know it. I know
So,
it.
so you didn't watch the video,
I seen it.
and that's my point. I didn't ask you about that. I asked you, what did you think of the video?
It was
And
cool. It was
that's it.
cool. I
That's
mean, it
it.
looked like Shansung is the headliner again.
Again, meaning that was
It's a
he in the
reboot.
beginning. It's a reboot. So you're right.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Um, Mega, did you view it?
yeah, hit play on that.
Yeah.
Play the
And what are
video
your
in the
thoughts?
background.
I thought it was cool. The main thing I was wondering about is how they're going to pull it off because we already kind of had a reboot for Mortal Kombat, but then again, that was like almost a decade ago with Mortal Kombat 9, which was just called Mortal Kombat.
Hmm?
You
Yeah.
know, you talk like you've been around for like 50 to 60 years, but like 10 years ago, like
Hey,
okay,
I'm a
go
video
ahead.
game historian technically, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, historian, finish your point. Go ahead.
um, but yeah, I wonder if it's like a hard reboot in terms of story. Like, are they gonna change up the gameplay? I kind of hope not,
Okay.
since I'm used to like how Mortal Kombat plays, the newer ones.
Jazz,
I'm just now watching it now.
and thus far, what do you think?
It's kind of cool, honestly, to see them played out like this instead of, that side scrolling paper mache cutout human.
Okay.
As long as they don't jack up the story, I'm happy.
Okay. Uh, Surge.
Yeah. I knew it was bound to happen because 10 and 11 led this, especially with the last expansion. They had a hard reboot in them into those games. And who won is coming through the dang on portal. That's why coming through the portal. This is all Shang Tsung's continuation, basically. When he's more powerful, seeking going through different dimensions and stuff like that, like Mark said.
Okay. Anything else?
Um, I think it's interesting that the way they rebooting it instead of because it was getting zany and they didn't know really what direction they were going, and they did in the last couple with the
Can I interject and say, in my opinion, I think I played one of them. Instead of zany, I'm gonna say stupid, but go ahead.
yeah, yeah. as well as
Circusy.
like with the crypt, and everybody didn't like how kept doing the crypt, and there was some things that they need to change. So if they can go back to the roots of Mortal Kombat, but at the same time making it new to fit in with the new fighting styles, it'll be cool to replay like through the series in that aspect. But it might, if
Yo,
it's not a true reboot, why
you
they
ready for the
have
big
like the
game?
Of course I'm
characters
ready. It's the
that weren't there,
finals.
but this full
Why do you keep
roster.
asking if I'm ready?
Are you ready? Yeah, going right now.
All right, I can't
Let's
talk
do
to you
it.
anymore.
The way they were going with it, if they want to continue it.
Oh, okay. Well, let me say this, and don't take this wrong, people. I am ashamed of every last one of y'all to be avid gamers. For one person to just say, "Oh, I'm a historian," historian, my butt. None of you guys said diddly squat that you ain't seen a doggone piece of the video game. All you seen was CGI. So the game means
Yeah.
nothing to me. So how can y'all
Like I
sit up
said,
here?
Well,
as long as they don't,
Ooh,
No,
as
the
long as they don't
CGI
screw up
is
the
hitting
No,
story.
everything.
I gave you. No, I'm
because I
sorry.
didn't
I
say
gave you.
yeah,
I
did
gave
you
y'all
did
the
I
floor.
said it
I
was
did
staying
not.
true to the
No,
come
no,
on
no,
now.
no. I'm sorry. Not one of y'all said I don't know because I haven't seen gameplay.
I
Now,
just you just said
yeah,
when
I'm
I
just
looked at the
now seeing
video,
this.
so I'm assuming you
no,
thought
I
about the
wanted. I
No,
game.
can't. No,
the
I
hit
can't.
is
I
in the
can't.
story,
Mm-mm.
And we talking
I'm
in the
about the
not.
story.
CGI.
We talking
I'm
about the
so, that's not
story.
what I
all
said.
I said
That's
was I
not
wanted
what
to
I
see the
said.
You
lore.
said
I
what you think of
want.
the video, and I
I
told you
said,
what I
what did
thought of the
y'all
video.
think? Right, and what did you think of the video? But you talking about games. So how can you guys sit up here and blindly not
Because
talk
part of the
about
game is the story, is it not? The lore of it,
right?
the mystique.
But okay, let me step back another second and just
Man,
say,
I'm
like,
coming over
talking
your
to
house.
people.
I'm coming to your house right now.
Oh
I
snap!
just don't want them to screw up the
Cause you getting
story.
loud
I
like
don't know.
I just told you what I thought about the story and
Here's
how the
my
story
point,
was
though.
leading off
Here's
of it.
my
I
point.
guess we
Here's my
can't
It
point.
ain't about
speculate then,
gameplay
huh?
yet. It's about the story because they
Okay,
haven't showed any
so
gameplay. That's my way of looking at it.
okay,
Just
okay.
because you looking at it differently.
No, I'm looking at it from a point of people that play games. Everybody in the internet said, ooh, Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat." Now, one person has this type of revisionist history. Let's go back and say, we looked at Redfall. We was great. Not one person said, you know what? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I don't care what that looks like. If you don't show gameplay, I don't want to see it.
And
All
that's
that is.
you. That's you because
And if it
the
doesn't
last
come
two
out,
Mortal
it I
Kombat's, if they
played
stick
that.
to the same formula, I said if they stick to the same formula as the last two Mortal Kombat's, it should be decent. I'm just worried about the story. I literally said if it's like the last
But
two, it'd be
none of you.
decent. That's
Okay.
with the gameplay and
Oh,
everything included. So you
Come
can't
on,
say I
don't you
didn't
none.
know
say
Ed
anything.
Boon?
Like,
Ed
Oh,
Boon
no.
is
come on
hidden
now.
in the story what
Come
it is
on now.
about.
Not
And I
one of
said they
y'all
have to
said.
change the crypt.
All I would have.
And I was
All I
talking
would.
about the game
No,
at that
Okay.
point.
I just would have
So
wished somebody said,
just because you don't
"Okay,
see nothing, don't
stop."
mean you
no.
can't talk about it.
Yep,
Okay.
that don't
Okay.
even
Yeah.
matter. We know he hitting at a story right here in this
Because
Okay.
CGI.
it's a teaser
So,
trailer. We ain't even know Mortal Kombat
oh,
existed. This is a teaser right now. This is a glorious teaser.
so from here on out, we're gonna judge video games and everything
I
from a
didn't judge it.
CGI
I
graphic.
didn't give it a rating. I just say gave what
You,
I hope it is.
you,
I guess we're
that's a
banning
judgment.
speculation,
That's
huh?
a judgment.
That's not a judgment.
You just said, I hope it's going to be okay. You said it's okay based off of XYZ. That's not
I
a
said it
judgment.
should be. I didn't say it was. I said it should be. I didn't give a definitive like you're trying to portray on me.
And I didn't say that.
But no,
You
no,
said,
no, no, no. Now, Steve Sir's been following the story. He
I
been
don't
following the
care.
story, so he's going by the story in the CGI of what we seeing right here.
Hmm.
Oh, but so should it be a movie then?
It basically is a movie
It
That's
with
how
animals
is,
all of
talking
yeah,
them.
and
Yeah.
I
wrestling.
it is.
That's
understand
how
that.
all of
I
them like.
understand that.
Like it's
I
fun.
Based on what I
understand
see,
that.
I like it, and I hope that they go in X, Y, and Z direction. That's
Mhm.
what my piece was.
So y'all
Yeah.
don't care about gameplay.
We do care about
We
gameplay.
don't
It's
know
just we
about it
don't know
yet.
It's
because
not even
there is
it's
none
a
yet.
teaser
So
trailer.
we're
And if
not.
they
First of
talking
all,
about
teaser
September, we
trailers
gonna see something
usually
in the next month or two, or in one of these game shows they about to do.
Okay.
This is probably a teaser
Okay.
before these game
I'm,
shows.
I'm
I'm
pretty sure they're gonna show
done.
it probably next
Sooner or
month.
Got it.
Because
later.
if they have
Yeah.
to
I'm
set, if it's coming out in
done.
September, they have something.
Then why didn't they show it?
Cause they teasing us. They like, all right, we
Because
gonna
the
get their
games,
attention.
all the game shows
They're
is about the
breadcrumbs.
showcases are about to
trailers
start
to be
soon.
like, hey,
Breadcrumbs.
this thing exists. Stay
Oh
tuned.
my God, these people up here making excuses, and now
That's
they
not an
say
excuse.
Hey,
That's
what
game
is
show.
that
marketing.
no
They
That's
luring
excuse?
us in. They
marketing.
getting our attention. Like, ooh, look at this. Now, y'all, why don't y'all wait for the next little piece of information and watch it be
Just
gameplay?
because it's not what you want to see gameplay every time it come drop. That's a
I want to
personal.
see you.
That's
You're not
you.
gonna fool me. It's called a game.
I didn't say I was gonna buy it as
Is
soon as it
is
come
a
out. I
video?
didn't say I was
Is
gonna
it,
purchase it. I said we gotta see what it look like.
okay?
Hopefully
So
it's
we
like XYZ, but I gotta
okay.
see what it look like.
Okay.
It's
Let me
looking
say this.
promising on the story, but hey, hopefully they change some things because they had some things wrong with the last game. Hey, I want to see.
So
I
okay.
ain't
So
say that part,
and
but
I
I want
let
to
me
see.
say this part because so this is a video game. So we've seen video. We waiting for the game.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So we seen video. So it's
yeah.
not a video
We
game.
seen the
We
beginning. We
seen
seen the
video.
intro
We
video. We
we seen
seen
a
the
video.
intro video of the story mode, and we want to see some actual fighting gameplay.
Okay.
It's
So
cool
moving
you showed us
forward.
the first CGI
Moving
video y'all
forward.
got, but
Moving forward. Moving forward. We're not going to discuss. We're not going to critique any game and say, "Hey, I'm waiting for the gameplay." So anything that comes out that shows a CGI, we're going to say, "Ooh," and make all these opinions off of it, right?
I didn't do that. You are
I did.
trying
Oh
I
to
my
mean,
imply
God.
that.
Oh
You are
my
trying
God.
to imply that. That is your intention
Oh
right now.
from the
my.
You are trying to
trailer,
I
imply that.
mean,
no, from the trailer, it seemed like it's just telling us that Shang Tsung is the man. He's the main character right here.
Okay,
I
well then
didn't.
I'm gonna go one. Okay, okay. Oh, well, let me go one further. So you're saying that the CGI that you just said is going to be manipulated in the game, and those depth scenes for each one, you think they're going to be in there? Yes or no?
I don't know what it means
Oh
because
my
we don't
God.
have any of the definitive story or gameplay. So I don't know what
So
that means.
is it
That's why I
we
misleading?
can
said
just
we'll see.
speculate. My
So
speculation
is
is that it'll look just like this because they have a tendency to have like
that
those movie scenes and then it goes straight into fighting, and
I
it
seen
doesn't.
that? It was in
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
Literally in the last
I
two, it was
played
like
it.
that.
I played
yes.
it. I played one what, 2 weeks ago. I think I played Mortal Kombat. I'm like, I don't know how people get into this crap. It was this boring story going to hell, whatever they went. The girl went down there and or whatever it was. I'm like, okay, now I'm going here, there, boring. But oh well. Hey, for you guys that love it, more power to you. That's
I,
why I went
Hey,
to
it's a
Thursday.
I'm
fighting
just
game with a
excited because
decent
I remember
story for
playing
me.
it in the arcade
It's
in
a
my
fighting
Exton
game.
Mall when I was
It's a fighting
what
game with a decent
nine,
story.
10 years old, and now to be able to see it like this, and they're resetting it. Like I'm like I hope it lives up to the expectations. That's
Yeah,
all.
speaking of expectations, um, we're gonna move on. You guys just good
Just
news.
because it was not what you
Yeah.
expect, you be like,
I
oh, I
know
want
because
gameplay. Every when a game drops, teaser or not, I want to see gameplay every single time. Just
Man, we
because it's
take
not
Like
like
we were
that, it's
just
like, hey, I take what I
intriguing. We
get. I was
just
we
like,
got
hey,
intriguing. We
we
I'm
got
just
taking you.
happy.
intriguing.
I'm happy there's a Mortal Kombat coming out. I didn't know a Mortal Kombat was coming out.
Yeah,
Did
me
you?
neither. I'm like,
yeah, I
what?
did.
Like that's
I'm
good
excited.
news. Just the
Okay.
news of a Mortal Kombat,
Okay.
especially dropping a storyline tidbit like that.
Okay. So let's move to the next one because
Hey,
Man, you
we'll
going to
see
the
it when
nether
it comes.
realm.
You know it's coming.
okay.
We got all these
Moving on.
showcases, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's
We're,
roll it on. Roll it on. Come on.
so
Come on. Let's roll up.
what did you guys think about?
Sending you to the
And
nether realm, Mike.
yeah, send it to Telegram
Give her
and
time.
ask anybody who know me. They're gonna send me right back too. So you ain't gotta worry about it. So, what did you guys think about? And I know one of y'all should have played it, but apparently you didn't. What did you think about Tears of the Kingdom sales? 10 million in 3 days
That's impressive.
with those boring graphics and the stock still trading at $10. That's
Oh
impressive.
boy.
Okay, okay.
And well, it might be. Is it
Uh,
real sales or is it fluff sales? Like, is it
I
potential
don't know.
sales?
It don't
Like,
matter. 10
No,
million in 3 days.
and
10
how many
million
I
in
need to
three
consoles
make
are
that
days.
out
kind of
there? How
money.
many
Shoot.
console sales have they made? Do they have enough
okay.
consoles
I
out
got
there?
one for you. I got one for you. Where I'm going with this. So, what do you think, OG?
Wait a minute, say it again. I didn't hear you.
No, I got something for you. Just keep, how many? What do you think? 10 million in 3 days.
Man, some people love this game, man.
Really?
It's Zelda, man. It's Zelda. It's man. It's just been a part, man. It's just been a part of the generations, man. It's just been
Okay.
here.
Okay. o-
I'm not
o-
surprised. I'm not
Okay.
surprised.
Okay. What about you, Surge?
Uh, at first it looks good. Then I start asking questions. Like I said, is it real sales? Is it fluff sales? How many consoles do they have? It's like, is it like, bro, true 10 million? If so, that is impressive. And I just think a lot of people are buying copies and double copies because they getting a collector's edition and all that stuff. Something that
It
they don't
probably
crack
are.
open
Sure.
just
It
so they can
probably
have it on
are.
the shelf.
I'm not opening this one, and I'm playing this one.
Because Nintendo games do not drop in price, so I think people might be doing that.
Okay.
I
What
wouldn't be
about you, Jazz?
surprised.
What about you, Jazz?
Again, to echo everyone else, I'm not surprised. It's Zelda. Like, it's a part of people's personal heart. Look, video games can be emotional. If you grew up with a lot of people grew up with a certain game, it is just that special. It, I'm not surprised.
Okay.
One of
Uh,
I have an
I
uncle
mean,
that's 74 years old and he
uh,
loves Zelda.
okay. Um, you guys are just. Oh
not,
yeah. Okay.
not
All right.
everything has to be
Let's go to
shiny
He
and
come with his
pretty.
battle
Meg.
gun
You
opinion.
got. I'm got my. It's not a battleground opinion. It's showing y'all hypocrites, but um,
How we hypocrites?
I'm gonna get there. I'm waiting for. You guys. I told you I'm bringing. Y'all bringing knives to a gunfight, and I got guns. So hey, let me not say that 'cause
Yeah,
that's not
yeah,
a.
yeah. See,
That's not a good
I'm
way.
not. I'm not. I'm not finna go there.
Okay.
I'm not
We
finna do
don't
that.
we don't condone violence.
I know. So, uh,
Ooh, especially in
what
this
Mega,
city.
you think? Mega, Mega, what you think?
All right, I'm the final boss
D-
in this
Not
city.
really.
All right,
he said, "Not
let's
today."
see.
I just want to get your
All
guys.
right, then I'll say you're the final boss. I'm the main character. I'm the hero.
Okay, you here?
Oh,
What
Oh,
does the hero think
okay.
about it? The 10 million
You.
copies.
We're gonna call you the protagonist, and I'm the friend.
All right.
You playing on extremely hard difficulty, so you're about to lose. But go ahead.
Oh, what's
No
that?
buffs.
All
no
right.
bugs.
So I knew this game was going to sell fast, but 10 million in 3 days. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually a little bit surprised. Um, but once you see like, were you about to say something? What's
Now I want you to finish your point. Go ahead.
okay, cool, cool. But the fact that, well, the fact that there's another like game from Nintendo around late 2022, and I think and I believe it was Splatoon 3 that sold at a similar pace. I may be a little bit wrong, but I do know in like a week it sold around like 10 million. And so Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I guess in a way, looking at like, the Switch's install base of 125 million, this is actually kind of small.
Exactly. He's the only one that picked up less than 10%. How is that good? We were dogging Sony out about God of War. And now you're going to come back and say this is good. Oh, no, no, no. 10% of your 10% of your base only bought the game.
10
That
million in 3 days. That's the
doesn't
truth.
matter. If it gets
Because
10
the
million in
20
three
million,
timing, the
days.
it's going
timing
to
is what
be
did it for
20
me.
million. Okay, so now we got the time. Okay, so you're saying worldwide, and give me a time frame. Let's say how many. How okay? Give me a time frame on how fast you think and how many units you think the game's gonna sell.
I mean,
Give me
I think it's gonna sell
a,
40.
How much, wait, are you talking about how much it's going to move hardware sales?
no.
No,
How
just
many?
in general.
How many?
Well, here's the thing. I'll tell you this.
No, double
Breath,
made. No, 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 not you yet.
oh, okay.
I say between 30 and 40 before it's said and done.
Okay. Now you do realize Nintendo never put their games on sale, and
Mhm.
games uh they fluctuate, but they tend to go down. Your maximum sales is going to be that first week. The first 1 or 2 weeks, that's when you get your maximum sales with all the hype. So this 3 days, 10 million. So let's say 15 million. Um, only on Nintendo,
A $70 game.
and that's two.
Okay, how much is that already that it made in 3 days? How much money?
They should have made 700 million.
There we go.
How much development costs? So let's say they pulled in five. Doesn't matter. Their stock price does not commensurate with that either. So, but my point I'm making is you were going off and saying that to me, attach rate of 10% is not that good. It's great. I mean, it's good because you can boast that we sold 10 million. Ooh, and everybody's boasting because it's the narrative that you want to play. But if you actually start calculating how many are in the wild, and it's about 100, and as of it was 111 million in June of 2022. So you add another what, 10 to 15 million onto that. Let's go to 130, 140. So you're still under that 10%. No matter how you want to uh, uh, look at it.
But God of War didn't sell that freaking 10. It took a whole month, didn't it, before it hit 10 million?
Yes,
Am I right?
but it still hit that 10 million. Now I don't know if it said less than a month. I think they said it sold almost in a month. But my point is overall, it's still or it's less. And you can however you want to calculate it. It's not 50% of the fan base. It's not 40% of the fan base. It's going to be less than 30% of the fan base.
We'll see.
But my point is, you guys are all saying ooh 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 ooh, and how great of a game it was. I'm like, if I had a 200 million gamer base, and I only sell 10 million, I'd be peed off. If I sold 20 million, I'd be peed off because I'm looking at attach rates, and attach rates should be at least 30% to 40%.
Hey,
And then
I
you
said
turn
it depends on how many consoles they have because I didn't know how many consoles. If not, so I gave myself some leeway. Talk about Halo.
okay. No, I'm just telling you. Yeah, I have to give the youngling credit. He the only one picked it up. That's why I
Yeah,
kept
because
letting
he
y'all
knows how
handle
many. He
it.
knows about Nintendo. I didn't
He
know how
picked
many
it.
consoles they had.
No, he went where I wanted him to go.
Exactly
And we were
about numbers, and I
yeah.
didn't know the numbers, so I gave myself some leeway.
Well, okay. I still say 10 million in 3 days is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
Oh,
the
but at the
outside
same
of
It's
time,
only game I
Nintendo.
know that's sold like that is Halo.
it is, but it ain't to the level of the consoles
And
though.
yeah.
That's why I
but
said
it's
it depends
sleepy
on how many
Nintendo.
consoles
For
it is.
sleepy Nintendo, and I
It
say
just
that
came
loosely.
out.
That's very good
Well, if people were
for the
anticipating
little
it
guy.
and go buy it like they thought, and if they had the pre-orders and all that, it would be the number should be way more. That's what it is because everybody knew this
Right.
game was coming out, and everybody was saying how much they anticipated it. You would think the numbers would be bigger to the consoles, but it's not unless people are just waiting for I don't know what reason for. But maybe. That's why I said it depends on how many consoles are actually out there. Like, are these fluff numbers or like I didn't know enough facts to give a real decision. But
I have a little bit of a speculation thing
what
going on here.
what's that? How many you think they're gonna sell, or how long you think it's gonna be like a Christmas blockbuster? If so, that'd be crazy. How long would that be? It don't sell
Hmm.
for 6 months.
Hold
Talk about
on.
Like,
6 months.
Hey,
If there's one thing, I mean, if there's one thing I do
no,
want to add, um, Nintendo games do go on sale, but mostly on Black Friday.
that's not often. That's once a year. That's
not
not.
often, yeah.
No, Nintendo games do not go on sale. Games were out 2 or 3 years ago. I guarantee they still regular price.
And they go on sale rarely on digital, and they have to be out a while.
Okay, so we'll see how this we'll revisit this in July and see if Double comes anywhere near his.
One
Uh,
tiny bit, one small thing.
okay,
Breath of the Wild and this predecessor, Breath of the Wild sold overall 30 million. I wonder
good.
It's
if
gonna
the fifth
sell in
one
that
will beat
same range. It's gonna sell in the same range.
With 100 million people, 30% of your fan base. Okay,
that.
It's gonna sell in the same range.
is
I'd say
that
a little
good?
bit more since it built. I'd say a little bit more since it built up the install base because Breath of the Wild was the launch title for the Switch.
Mm. So you think people gonna be not really getting it because they gotta
Okay,
have that
well,
respect?
we'll see. Time will tell, but I don't. It
Did
felt
they bundle the well they did do Switch bundles with it, right?
I'm pretty sure they did,
Yeah.
but not when the
yeah, they,
console first came
yeah.
out.
No, they didn't do a bundle. I think they did the Switch, and it didn't come with a bundle. They came with that specially designed Switch, but I think I saw somebody who got it and didn't have a game with it.
Yeah, you have to
Until
game buy the game separate.
you buy the game separate. Okay,
Yeah,
Cause
what's
that's
the
it's
enough.
like a
system
special.
on?
It's a
Yeah,
special coating on it or something like that. It's a
That's
shield.
enough.
yeah.
I
Well,
don't care about.
that was with
I don't
Tears of
care.
the Kingdom.
He said,
I
"I want
don't
to talk
care.
about something I care about. I
I
want to
don't
talk
care.
about. I want to talk about
Oh,
something.
We
I want to
devoted
be
enough.
invested.
Yeah, we did enough with Nintendo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you'll got you. I'm gonna
Nah,
get you.
nah.
I'm gonna get you because it's about the
Yeah,
percentages and how much
it
the
is.
reality they
It
sell and
is.
not the fluffed up news
Yeah,
articles.
it's the fluffed
Look
up
for the
news article.
reality in the situation.
The fluffed up news article make you think, oh my, it's a great thing. But when you start looking at the actuality, how many people are out there, and you only can get 30%, that's like saying all these people out here. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Why some people want to put the narrative that they sold 10 million, but how many people are out there? Ooh, we.
Look, ain't nothing gonna reach the the level of Halo 1 and 2.
I know, but
The
even
way it's
that.
sold. Man, that's
But
gonna never reach that.
we'll look at it
Just
this
won't.
way. We'll look at it this way. They were even at a smaller base at that time. Remember when Halo 1 came out or Halo 2 and it sold 10 million copies? The base was no more than 15, it was 20 million. That was
So
half
like
the base.
almost everybody who had a
There you go.
console bought one.
There you go.
That was
There you
just a
go.
phenom.
No, that was a good game.
No, that's what it's supposed to be. That's why he's saying like if you really anticipating it like how because that's a narrative that everybody gonna buy a Zelda game, but everybody don't
Right.
play Zelda like that.
That's my
Everybody
point.
that got a Nintendo don't like Zelda, so
I
they
mean,
might
it's
not buy it.
so. What did you guys think about? Double sent me this article. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Saudi Arabia investing more money in electronic arts, 55% more money. The Saudi Kingdom is trying to. Remember last week, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about they had $38 billion to spend, and you guys were talking about them being Saudi Arabia creating a video game company. I said, no, I said, no, that's too expensive. Well, now you see what they're doing. They're investing in other companies. So, what do you think about them investing in EA? Uh,
Mm,
you think they're going to, I know this is a silly question, but it's going to be a fun question. W, you think they're going to try to take them over?
I hope not. I don't want to see Saudi Arabia take over EA.
Couldn't do it anyway. I just wanted to get your point.
mm.
Uh, I hope not.
It's not
But
going to happen.
I knew they was moving into other ventures though. So
Why do you think they did it?
why? Because they don't want to start from ground one.
Nope, that's not true. Mm-mm. Look
What
at
you
the
think?
first. I know what it is. We discussed this already. Look at the article. I sent it to you and Jazz. Jazz should have it up. There's something kind of
what's up?
peculiar in that article if you read it. I just saw that. That's what one of the things I wanted to point out.
Oh, I'm interested. If
Is
y'all
it what
show it
I'm
to me.
thinking of? Is it Khashoggi?
What are you thinking?
No, it's just the person that runs these purchases, or if I read that correctly, is the one who's suspected to be the cause of Jamal Khashoggi's death.
Well,
What?
that's the crown prince you talking about. they're trying to diversify their portfolio, right? Because Saudi
Mhm.
Arabia is all about oil,
Mhm.
so they're trying to diversify the portfolio. But okay, so what are your thoughts, Serge?
Mm, I was reading this. Uh, I don't know. I don't really know what to think of this actually. Like I see them spending money increasing their shares. Like I don't know what they up to, like
Okay,
honestly.
Mega.
I hmm. I I think we talk about I know we talked about this before, but it's the main reason for like having these shares from these game companies is because of oil, or
No,
am I
they're
thinking of
diverse.
something else?
No, they're diversifying for more. They're trying to, since they're an oil country, they don't want to be
Oh,
totally dependent on oil. So they're trying to diversify, take a lot of their money and use it in other places and invest, so they can become like what do you call it? Like a not a hedge fund, but a country that's highly invested, like the people who pay your pensions. What do you call them? Big funds. A fund. Let's just call it a fund. But
hmm,
okay.
yeah.
And
Yeah, well, they've been
let me
saying that to
okay, but let
diversify their
me
portfolio.
expound on why they did this. In that article, you will see what else. Who else did they buy? Take Two.
Capcom.
Capcom, a bunch
Yeah,
of
well, they bought Capcom. They bought a lot of gaming companies.
Let
what
me
was it?
scroll
Also,
down.
TikTok,
they also bought.
Nintendo, Tencent, Activision Blizzard,
Tencent.
Embracer
That's what
Eh,
Group.
it was.
okay, right. Embracer Group, funny. They lost a heck of a lot of money. The
Embracer,
stock,
yeah, Embracer lost a lot of money.
but speaking of, but it's going to the fact that they increased their money in who in what company?
Who?
EA.
Nintendo? EA.
That
There
was
you go.
EA was the subject. EA is the subject at hand, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
So, okay, you see, they bought a lot of stock in Activision Blizzard, and that's why they approved it, right? Approved the merger. The Saudi Arabia was one of the first ones to approve the merger. You
Mm-hmm.
guys knew that, right? So, do y'all remember? Was it early or late last year? Didn't Amazon try to make a deal with EA? And the head of EA thought he was going to be somebody's XYZ. So the reason why I think they're doing it is because they see that after this acquisition of Microsoft or ABK, if that goes through, we're going to get to that later. Then next on the chopping block is going to be EA. So if they invest now in EA, when the stock price goes up higher, they're going to make a higher return. That's why they invested 55% more in Activision Blizzard. Does that logic sound okay to you guys?
I guess
I'm
I
asked.
don't
That's a
find
question.
I don't have financial mind such as
In
yours.
theory, yeah. You saying
I
they're gonna be the
guess.
next on the chopping block? Maybe.
No, that's going to happen because they said they want to sell. Then didn't you guys see that they were trying to? What was it, Amazon or something? But he wanted to become the head of
Mm.
oh, was it CBS? One of the EA. Somebody wanted to be in control, and they said no, and that's why the merger didn't go through. So if you look at it from that perspective, that's what they're trying to do. The whole thing is going to be back about them hedging their bets. That did they invest anybody in more than anybody else? 55% more is not like a small chunk of change. That's almost what 500 to 600 million if you have one something $1 billion already invested.
It's crazy.
Okay, and let's say we're in we're technically kind of sort of borderline recession. Stocks are not where they need to be. Companies are laying people off. Good time to buy stock if you want to play a waiting game. Nintendo at $10. I'm gonna get me some tomorrow. So um,
Mm-hmm.
remind me,
I
double
got some
text.
money sitting over there. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I'm gonna give me a couple of pennies because I'm gonna give me some Nintendo stock. I said I was gonna do it 5 or 6 years ago, but didn't because Nintendo was trading $40 a share. But needless to say,
At one point, yeah.
Yeah, they're trading at $10 a share now. Oh my god, that's a
Yeah.
They
bargain.
were they were at sure. I think I seen them at 80 at one time.
Yeah, they're at $10 a share. That's a steal. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
get me some of that.
He was gonna keep that to himself.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't. Beat Mark up.
Yep, for
I'm gonna come
real.
over there. Like he always tell me, he coming over here. I'm gonna come over there. So I'm gonna even it out. But that's interesting. Let's see how they do. Okay, we got the Legend of Zelda, which I could care less about. Saudi Arabia. Uh, do you guys think Microsoft could one day, or are they, or do you think? Because a lot of us, and especially Double, and actually all of us, I don't know if you got Game Pass on your PC.
Yep.
I know I do. But do you think that one day they could possibly bring the Xbox Series X features to PCs? If so, would you like it? And the
Nope.
number one feature would be what?
Quick resume.
There you go.
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay, I was about to ask, like, what feature such as what? The dashboard? Quick resume? Yeah, that would be
Yeah, quick resume.
lovely.
That would be nice. And I think it would be great for quick resume if they put that feature with the new Ace, what's the Asus Ally Rock,
Oh, yeah.
because
Oh
then that would make
yeah. Oh, for sure.
Just power
that
on.
would
Boop,
make it.
boop, boop.
Yeah.
For sure.
What are your
Definitely.
thoughts, sirs? What are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, that'll be cool. I gotta get better on my PC. I don't PC enough for that, but it'd
I
be cool
think
if they had that. That'd be a dope
I
feature.
think I think one of the requirements that you're going to have a SSD and not a regular hard drive. You have the
Yep, got
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
NVM.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
I
Already
need to get
ready.
my secondary SSD in
yeah, it has to be a NVMe drive,
there. No.
and that's the only way I could see it. Thoughts, Mega?
Hmm. I from what
Do
I
you
heard,
PC?
and this
Do you
say that
PC
again.
game? Do you PC game?
Sometimes,
So it wouldn't be a big benefit to you because you're rarely on PC.
not quite.
Mark is streaky. Mega, he gets on the PC. He does it in streaks though.
Okay.
Would this
Hey,
require Windows 11? Because from what I heard, Windows 11 uses a lot of Xbox features.
yeah, but it doesn't have that quick resume. And quick resume is one of the greatest things since sliced bread for gaming.
Mm. Caught me off guard a couple
Delicious.
times.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
like, I try to
Like,
load up the
oh,
Yeah.
game.
oh,
Like,
I
wait,
don't
what?
have to load it. Oh, it's already going. Okay.
Be in the middle of a fight,
Exactly.
like,
If
Don't mind if
oh
I
no!
do. It's complimentary. Hmm.
I was Microsoft, I would have patented that. They should have patented quick resume because that's excellent. I love quick resume. I have two or three games sitting on my Xbox and upstairs, and another two or three games downstairs. I'm like, okay, I can just start this from right here. It doesn't work with live service games, but I could care less about that. Or it does, but it'll just say we got to sign you back in.
Yeah, it'll kick you out because it's a live service and it can't
Yeah.
ping.
The
But like,
cloud is getting better and better. Man, then it came a long way with the cloud
In
for
what way?
sure.
And I'm because I want to talk about the cloud. We're gonna segue into this off topic, but we're gonna tell me what you mean that it's going to get better.
I was actually this was last weekend. I was testing it out because I haven't tested it out enough.
Hmm.
Yeah, probably about 6, 7 months ago. But it's much smoother and faster already. They're they're tweaking it. It's really good.
Okay. And okay, so that's gonna segue us. We're gonna segue into our next subject because since you brought up the cloud, right? So Jazz, I don't really earlier this week, the CMA got grilled. I don't know if you guys can have that video, but the CMA Parliament grilled the CMA, I mean the British UK Parliament grilled the CMA over blocking his Activision deal. And there's a lot of collusion. There's this, there's that. They, for lack of a better way, they're saying, and I'm paraphrasing this as best as I can, but they were saying that since cloud is a nascent market and it's just beginning, they blocked it just based on the pretense that they can assume that Microsoft has the market share in the cloud, and they have Windows, they have Azure, they have Xbox, they have Game Pass. So they would automatically be able to capitalize on what they have to be able to make sure they stay the front runner once they get Activision Blizzard. And that being said, that's one of the main reasons why they blocked the deal. And the UK government's or parliament lit into them saying, but it's a nascent market. Why did you block it if the EU approved it? And first, and let me say that, hey, I think I said last week they was going to get a block by the EU. I was wrong. I admit it. I'm happy to be wrong. I said I'd be happy to be wrong. So the CMA, after the EU came out and said XYZ, they were haters. But the CMA got lit into by the parliament. And I found that to be very funny. And they were like, now high tech companies won't invest in the UK. Why did you do it? What grounds? They asked her if she colluded with the FTC. She said, well, we didn't, but she danced around the issue. And she said, well, we have confidentiality agreements in place with the FTC. And she said this, I don't know if anybody caught this. She said, we all were in agreement to block the deal, in
Mm.
essence. And
That's crazy.
if you say we're all in agreement, or we were in agreement, we had problems with the deal.
Hmm.
If that means how, if you say, and let me say this way to clarify, if you all were in agreement that you have issues, that implies that you talked
Hmm.
and you conspired. You only can base things, as I said last week, based on your government. You can't look into somebody else's yard and say, well, this is happening over there. It doesn't matter. Your rules and regulations work with you. And the lady was grilled, and they took her to task, rightfully so. And the other guy, her assistant or someone else at the CMA, tried to jump in, and he was like, "Well, we did this, and our integrity, and we X, Y, Z, as far as how we looked at the deal from an objective point of view." When you can really tell, they didn't, because she said that they don't like remedies as far as agreements. But no one caught this. She said something about, well, we made an agreement with Google in reference to Chrome browser with pixels, because everything's about pixels now in the browsers and collecting data, or something like that to that fact. And if you made an agreement with Google based off Chrome browser, you just said you didn't do agreements. How are you going to say you did one with Google, but you wouldn't do one with Microsoft? Because you said agreements don't work.
Hmm.
You guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I found it to be a very interesting. It was funny to me. It was funny as heck because it was in. Did any of you guys see the video?
I did not see the video.
Okay, you didn't see it. OG, did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
So none of you guys seen it.
Nope.
Mm.
No.
You guys should find. Let me see if I can find the video because you guys need to look at that video. It's funny as heck.
I just seen the one with the lady from the EU.
No, I'm talking about the. Jazz, you have the link, right?
I got the webpage up, but there's no video on here.
Let me see if I can find it and send it to you real quick. I don't think I have a video because you guys need to see the video. And it was an African American male, not African American, a British black male, very nice, intelligent, lit into her so nice, and asked her was she colluding with the U.S. and did she know anything about trying to, in a sense, make sure that Britain looks friendly.
Why don't they just outright said that they friends with Jim Ryan? Just say that.
That's the homie. What you mean?
So what did you guys think? So none of you guys saw it, but I mean heard of it or listened to it, but you did hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen a couple of guys on Twitter. They post about it.
Anybody else have thoughts on it?
That it
I
proves everything
would
that
like to see the
we know.
video.
We knew it.
They was on some booty chatter with a cash bag under the desk.
Come on now, Surge.
Being bogus.
We all knew. They just said it out their mouths. Which is interesting. You usually don't get caught that bad. Hand all up in the cookie jar.
That's all you can say. I mean, if you can't find it, that's cool. I mean,
Yeah,
Just
viewers, go
thought you
check it
thought.
out.
Oh yeah, I thought you guys had looked at it.
No, I just read about it. I didn't know there was
The
a video.
video.
I would
Oh
watch the
no,
video if I knew.
the video was off the chain. I'm trying to still find it while we talk about it. I was just hoping you guys had a little bit of more insight. You have no thing to say, Mega.
Oh, I have one thing to say. The CMA's putting on clown makeup.
You say
They
what?
already. I said they're putting on clown shoes, clown makeup, clown
Oh,
nose. Yeah. Like first the EU says, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, you can acquire them. And now the UK Parliament's like, what the heck did you just do?
it's double standards.
Man.
Super double standards.
Double, you have anything?
yeah, I knew. We knew it from the jump. It's like, we knew it.
See how this transpires. But I thought it was very funny, to say the least. But it's worth a watch. So if any of you guys can find it on the internet,
It's a video on YouTube.
yeah, it's on there. I mean, I think False Patent had put it out there too.
Now, just curious.
I guess it's not out there, but it's on. I know I saw it on Twitter, I think, or somewhere or another. Anyway, we'll find it and move on. Okay, we're almost done anyway. So the big headline of all headlines for this week, I think it was Tuesday, or was it Monday? No, it was Monday or Tuesday.
This it right here. The CMA was grilled by the UK government.
Yep. If it's a video and it shows a British person of color, African.
See if this it, Jazz. I'll put it in the Put it in the chat. Is that it there?
Oh yeah, D-Batch went through it. I forgot he did go through it, but his video is too long. I'm gonna see how far I want you to go. Go to about 20 minutes in that video. 20 minutes and 19 minutes and 30 seconds in his video. Jazz. Oh, you got it. Oh, it's in there. I guess. Oh, don't do it. I'm sending it to you.
I'm here.
No, that's not it. I thought I just sent it to you. Didn't work. Thought I
No,
copied
send in
what that was.
the general box. I just typed here in it.
How about that? I just sent you. No?
All right, Jazz, I'm sending it to you now. Let me see if that worked. Nope. Did that work?
The GTA 6 link.
Under the
Doing
text,
it.
Yeah, I just sent 2 messages.
click general in the text channels. That's the very top.
You got it now?
Wait for it to load up. All right, what was the timestamp?
Well, first go to
So I'm looking at a dude
go
talk to a robot.
go to let him play the let him let him play the let him play the first part of his video so he can get what he says. And I think that adds context. Then go to 19 minutes and 30 seconds.
This is D, and I'm
Makes
back with
sense.
another video. Well, the news just keeps coming in regarding the Microsoft Activision merger. Yesterday, the CMA bosses Marcus Bockerink, I probably said his name wrong, and Sarah Cadell faced repeated questions from the UK government. They were grilled a day after the European Commission voted to approve the deal in the EU. Now, the MPs in the UK asked the CMA to explain themselves how they reached a different decision on the deal compared to the EU, and they were questioning whether or not the CMA considered the effects of blocking a deal like this on the UK's international reputation. Now, I see a lot of people have different takes on this, and I think we really need to put it into context. So today I'm going to have a few clips. We're going to go through what was said at yesterday's meeting. Now, this
think I said
hopefully
this a
is
few
under fair
podcasts
use. We're
before,
reporting
but
on this.
there
We're not using
definitely
it for
has to be
entertainment,
like a documentary about it.
as this is a gaming channel, and of course
About
this deal
the
does affect the
Activision
gaming
Blizzard
industry.
acquisition
Now we're going to go
because
over to
there's so
Twitter,
much
and
drama
I got to go through some of these guys' posts. Now this guy here, I'm not
surrounding
going to
it.
say his name, you can see it up on the screen. He says Microsoft plans to appeal, except the CMA's rationale is
Just let the
supported by the
first part
EC,
start. Just
as
let the
both
first part.
regulators found the deal to give rise to competitive concerns. Sarah mentions comprehensive and effective, as the
And then
UK has been
go to
extremely a
19
high
minutes and
bar
30
when
seconds.
accepting
He gives a
behavioral
big good
remedies.
foundation.
And he goes on to say the deal's dead. So right
After
off the
he
bat,
says this,
I just
couple
gotta
things.
address this. First of all, the deal's not dead. Clearly,
I'm just making sure.
I don't know what this guy's watching. I don't know what case he's following, but it's clear that the deal's not dead. In fact, Satya Nadella yesterday said that he would
Yeah, go to
even
19,
pull out
20
of the
minutes.
UK. That is a possibility. He didn't rule it out.
Now, I think I would challenge the premise that there is a impact on international confidence in the doing business in the UK.
That was the other character that
The
helped.
best way
That
that
talked about it, but
confidence is served
the
is by turning a
guy in the
blind eye
parliament ate
to
him alive.
competitive mergers. Um, as you know,
That,
I've worked with businesses.
but that assumes that your decision is correct. I mean, what is interesting, as the chair has already said, is that the European Union has taken a different decision, and it is not necessarily unusual or strange for an international body that doesn't necessarily know the UK very well to therefore perceive the EU to be somewhere that is the EU competition authority to be more flexible or to be more forward thinking in terms of this area than the UK. Do you worry about that perception?
That is a excellent question. And you can tell government is not happy about this. Other companies, other big businesses are saying, you know what, maybe we shouldn't take our business to the UK. Maybe the EU is friendlier for business.
This would be
It doesn't look good for the UK. The UK
Yeah,
needs
so
to
when he
stimulate
stops,
their
I don't want you
economy.
to
That's the bottom line.
move that
And the
on because he
reasons
stops
why they
too
blocked
much.
this
But
deal
it just
are
gives you the
weak.
gist of what they were saying. He lit into a
The
lot.
EU
He
had
did a great job, but it just shows you that there was some funny business. And I just wanted you guys to see that. So
This is pretty good.
I thought we got over a Brexit. I just had to put that there.
This is really good. They should let it play.
well, we can't play the whole thing, you know.
right, can't play the whole thing. That's somebody else's material. So, but anyway, the gist of it is, like I said, they were like, "What was the grounds for it? You blocking the deal?" And then she really couldn't answer. And then that's when she went to the lady. She kind of went to the side and said, "Well, we all were in agreement," as if she implied they were all in agreement. They all were going to do the same thing. And that goes back to now we can get back to the EU who approved the deal. So, what do you guys think about the EU approving the deal?
I said it was gonna happen, but that's just
That
me being
all you
I
guys?
think.
optimistic.
Oh
I think
well.
I think all you guys. Do.
Yeah,
Everyone,
I think this
everyone,
is.
everyone
Wait, can
except.
you say something?
Wait a minute, everyone except me. Now, what were you
Oh,
going to say, Megan?
okay. Well, I was about to say I think it's awesome because a few podcasts ago, I think the EU accepting the deal will make the will make the CMA feel goofy.
That was the whole point. And the CMA came out the next day and said something kind of nasty, like, "We don't agree. We still know what we did was the right thing." So the CMA responded to what EU did, which was very unprofessional, 100%, because the CMA is a different body in another country. The European Union represents many countries. The CMA is just UK, United Kingdom. By them stating XYZ that they were right, and then they're being blown up in the sense that their own parliament is coming after them for the decision because they're like it's going to hurt them with big tech. And what a lot of people are saying, AMD is going, no, ARM is going public, and they're going to list on the Nasdaq or the New York Stock Exchange, and not the British. What is the British? It's not called FTSE. What is it called? I forget what the British Stock Exchange is called. What's the British Stock Exchange? Do any of you know?
Yeah, I forgot what
I
it
What
was.
do not.
the British Stock
Somebody
Exchange?
look it up.
Not what it was, but anyway, they're not going to list on the British Stock Exchange. They're going to list on the Nasdaq or the American Stock Exchange, and the British are taking note of that.
Hmm.
Is it the FTSE? I thought the FTSE was French.
I thought it was just United Kingdom. That's what I thought it was.
No, 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 the stock exchange I'm talking about. Like we got the Nasdaq, the New York Stock Exchange, the NYSE, and we got the what you call it. But I'm thinking,
Is
what
it
was
the
the
FTSE?
That's what I say, footsie.
Mhm.
FTSE, footsie. You look at it, that's what they call it,
Footsie.
footsie.
That's funny.
Let's see.
The Financial Times Stock
Uh,
Exchange.
New
Yeah, it
millennium
is.
defines
Fitzy.
I was
footsie.
right. I was right. It is the footsie. That's what I thought.
Fitzy.
Footsie.
Yeah,
Anyway,
FTSE.
it's called footsie.
Yeah.
So they're not going to launch on them. A lot of things, they won't get the tech investment that they wanted, and the UK want to become the Silicon Valley of Europe. But by blocking this deal, there's a lot of people saying no, you can't be because you're trying to block too many big deals and big tech. Anyway, I thought that what the EU did by licensing, and that's why I wanted to go to the cloud, which OG and you guys were talking about earlier. The EU and everyone's main concern is about the cloud. And I'm alluding to the fact that OG said a couple of minutes ago, when I want to go back to that, but we got taken off by not having the information on the video or not having it. Yeah. By everyone's talking about the cloud, this, the cloud, that. Um, my only issue is that you can have all the clouds you want, Amazon cloud, which is what is them? AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, whatever you want to call it. You can have anything you want in the world. Doesn't matter. If your infrastructure, I'm not talking about Google's infrastructure, Microsoft infrastructure. I'm talking about the telecom or whoever's providing you internet infrastructures doesn't give you the high bandwidth speed and latency, low latency network. I don't give a darn who, whatever you do in the cloud, it ain't happening. Do you agree?
Right. Right.
So no one's looking
Definitely.
at that. So how are you going to say you're going to have cloud gaming? You got to have cloud gaming in the United States is not going to be crap until people get uh, high speed internet over um, what do you call it? Like I got at least 500 megabits or 1,000 megabits, and if you're talking about on the cell phone, that's the what is it, 5G that they're talking about now,
Mhm.
and not that many given that, and no one's going to let you do that without caps and bandwidth. And gaming eats up bandwidth. That was one of the problems with Google. Google ate up bandwidth. I mean data cap. So it ate up your data cap, right?
Right.
So overall, what did you think about all that, OG, for the week?
Um,
The EU,
as far as well,
EU, EU, EU.
I think the EU was telling the
Now,
CMA, you're not looking at
okay,
the big picture.
none I'm looking at the big picture. So did you also see, and I don't think any of you guys saw this, um, Microsoft started letting some of their games, like Deathloop, starting this week and next week, are on
Yeah, all
what
of
is
them
it,
will be available.
on GeForce Now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, I
that
saw
puts a
the tweet.
hole in what? What does that put a hole in? OG.
All the crap the CMA been talking.
And who else?
And Sony.
And who else outside of Sony? Sony ain't got nothing to do with the cloud, so they say. FTC.
Well,
So,
yeah, they're
but
the obvious ones, but
no, it's the FTC and CMA because those were the ones saying they're not going to share, they can't hold agreements. But when you get to the United States, if they go to court and they say, well, if they're going to do this, they're going to do this, they're going to do this, but they already have people doing it now in the United States, that puts a big hole in the FTC's argument. Don't you agree?
yeah, I don't even think the FTC going. They gonna get sued.
FTC can't get sued. That's government. They're not getting sued. But what is your point you're trying to make about the FTC? Because a lot of people think the FTC is going to back down,
Yeah,
and
I
with
mean
all
that's what I'm
this,
saying. They're gonna back down.
is that what you think?
Yeah, they're gonna back
Okay.
down.
What are your thoughts, Jazz?
As far as what specifically? Because
Just what I just said. Overall, what happened? The cloud game, the EU's decision, and adding on to what Microsoft just did, and what OG just said. Do you think the FTC is going to back down, or do you think they're going to keep forward
uh,
because they don't have a case, so to speak?
I
Because
mm, I would hope. I would assume they would back down since they don't have a case, but that doesn't mean anything.
Surge,
So they reduced the market, but they actually put it in its own category, basically.
right? And they also, well, in one fell swoop, Microsoft has disproven everything by offering their services. I mean, their games license, the free license to all the cloud providers, which no one is really thinking about what that really does. And if you have Call of Duty and you own it in Europe, supposedly, if you own it because you own that license for that game, whatever service you own, I guess you're going to
Exactly.
give your. Let me
You'll be able to
finish.
play it
Hold on,
anywhere.
hold on, hold on, I'm going to get my point out. You're able to play it. You're able to play it anywhere on anybody's cloud service. So what everyone else is thinking, they're saying, well, if Microsoft offers a slew of games, it's going to entice other people to stay on whatever cloud service they're on. Well, I already got uh, what was that? Not Google, but we just named them. Net, not
Nvidia and
GeForce.
Boosteroid.
GeForce. Yeah, GeForce. Let's say GeForce now. So you have Call of Duty, you have all their games because it's all their games that you can have. It's a double win for Microsoft because you still got to own a license as a video game player.
Right. In
There's
order
no
to
free
play
game.
it.
You just can go on.
You could just rent it.
Uh, well, no, if you own it, it said own, not rent. You have to
Oh, I'm
own the
thinking
game.
Game Pass.
Okay, no, 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 no. You got to own the game. So if you own all these games, and let's say it gives Epic a chance to go against um, Valve, Valve, and Steam, because Epic can say, well, we're going to put all our games, and we're going to give Microsoft a deal, or you get all this. We're going to do something similar to what they're doing. So we're going to get our own cloud or their store. They're going to do this. But if you have your own cloud providers and they're doing it, they will be able to grow. But it doesn't mean a hill of beans if you don't have a good infrastructure on the internet.
Yeah, because you don't have anywhere to support them moving your games and all that
And the
stuff. So,
latency and the latency in playing it. Like was going
hmm
back to what Double said. He said, like me, I played cloud gaming on my Samsung the other day, a couple of weeks, 2 weeks ago. I was playing Fallout. It looked good. It played real smooth. Then, other than it did, then it played like a month earlier, like OG said. A month earlier, it played, and it was. I mean, 3 or 4 months ago, it was playing horrible.
hmm we were getting
But
the
but I
nasty
got
spikes in the pixels.
I
Yeah,
got
I don't know what they done did to it, but it's
no. I
different.
mean, they're doing some things, but I got 1 terabit download, so no, I got gig download, not yeah, 1 gig
That's why
Comcast.
I played Monster Hunter on it.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I played Monster Hunter on it.
So we'll see how the Mega. What are your thoughts?
Um, about whether or not the FTC is going to accept the acquisition.
Yeah, accept it.
Mm, that's tough. I'm not. I'm really. I guess you could say I'm in the middle of that, but part of me thinks that there will be a little bit. There will be more calmer than how the CMA treated this situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about you, Serge?
I want to be hopeful and say that it's gonna go through and it'll be fine, but I feel like it's gonna be another fight or another back and
Mm-hmm.
forth in info.
Okay.
With who though? With FTC?
Well, they got all the facts now, so I don't know. I
Okay.
feel like I want to say it go through, but a piece of me doesn't feel sure it
No,
will.
it's not the point
Like,
that
what's
it's gonna
gonna
go
happen?
through. No, they're not. Okay, I'm not debating on this. That's not my point. That's not the ask. The ask is, will she make a deal? She being Lena Khan. The ask is not.
Mm. Uh, But well,
But
yeah.
I thought once it hit the FTC, she doesn't even matter though.
She is the head of the FTC. She's the one who put the suit in. Lena Khan.
Yeah, I think
I'm
she's
not
gonna get
talking
a deal
about.
because she's been playing size a little bit, so I'm pretty sure she'll get a deal out of this of
Okay,
some sort.
but let me tell you what. Let me just get to the point. That lady is so hell bent on her ideological views that she wants to block big tech from doing anything. She's hell bent on taking them to court. Now, I saw some blurb, I think it Foss Patton said it. They have a lot of options, Microsoft does. One, and I think you guys forgot about, or we hadn't spoke of, the gamers lawsuit that everyone assuming should be thrown out next week. Because especially Microsoft signed all those deals and they're saying, okay, you got to show me evidence that this, because you got to, unlike the CMA, you can't, in the US, you got to prove it. We got to have evidence. You got to have facts. CMA, they can just say, well, we think it's going to happen.
Hmm.
But more or less, I'm just speaking in rough terms.
You need harder evidence. It's more difficult to.
No, you need evidence here. So you need facts.
Well,
That's what
you
everybody's
need
saying.
actual facts, not just
Right.
hearsay.
But what I'm saying is that the CMA, I mean, the Lena Khan, you have the gamers lawsuit. If they throw the gamers lawsuit out, they're saying technically on the 22nd, Microsoft can close this deal. Say, I'm done, we're done. And then the FTC would and call the FTC's bluff. The only way they'll be in contempt of court is with the gamers lawsuit. And if they throw the gamers lawsuit out, then I think but that they can go ahead and go to court and close the deal and see what the FTC does. Either the FTC can try to block the deal, but they did say they're going to close. They intend to close after they move forward in May. Now, that's point one. Point two, I really don't think, again, I'm going to say it, it would behoove Lena Khan to say, you know what, I'm going to take my losses and I'm going to get something out of it. And the only reason I say she can get something out of it and she can come out with a win and make it look as if it's a win, see, I made sure they got cloud gaming and they're going to do XYZ and they're going to keep Game Pass prices for the consumers in the US for $15.99 for 2 or 3 years, additional years. Then she looks good because really the FTC is about the consumers. That is the only way I see. If she can get a deal out of Game Pass, that's the only way she'll close it. Or something she could take away and say, see, I did it. If she has nothing she can get a win and save face, the lady's gonna take this all the way to court. And I think she's just that diabolical of a person. And I would like it to go to court because I want to see Sony's dirt and let everyone see all the bad things Sony's doing.
Ooh,
But
everybody
Mm-hmm.
want
Pull
that.
them CVS receipts.
They don't want. They
yes,
don't want to see the truth of the truth. Truth.
they don't want to see that. And
Oh, you can't handle the truth.
I forgot. Well, we can talk about this real quick so we can end and say what they're going to do over the week. Uh, what are your hopes for, real quick, Sony's game show next week on the 24th? What are your thoughts? You think they're going to knock it out the park? Someone said, oh, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to debut there and it's going to be exclusive to PlayStation 5.
Okay.
We don't even know
So,
the release date for GTA 6, do we?
It's so stupid.
They said 2005, 25, I think.
Just a year.
Yeah, so I don't really see
Why they
GTA
think that? Why would they think that
coming
game
back.
is gonna be exclusive?
That's what they're saying because they said Jim
Just
Ryan said we are
Because
stupid.
they'll
exclusive.
be like, you
Well,
can't play.
Also, I don't see
They
that.
stupid. The game is gonna
if
be
it
everywhere, like it
if
always
Yeah, they're
is.
gonna be shooting
yeah,
themselves in the foot if they do that.
Stupid. Yeah. Ah,
that's what somebody said. I'm like, okay, if you only have 25 million PlayStations or 30 million, that's not enough to support Grand Theft Auto. I can tell
Oh
you that
no,
right
not
now.
for the amount of money they spend on it to make it. No, 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 no. We
Yeah.
need it
They
everywhere.
already they already said that Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna cost $1 billion to make. So
Hmm.
if you spent $1 billion making it, they are expecting
I
at
want to
least
know
6 billion.
Xbox.
No,
I want to know
no,
PlayStation. I want to know
they want it in the
PC.
cloud. They want it in the
I want
cloud.
it
They
on
want
the
it everywhere.
cloud. I want it everywhere.
So
It
what do
definitely
you?
needs to be multi-platform if it's that expensive to make.
Yeah, they already said it's a billion. It's going to be a
Yeah.
billion. The only company could have got away with making it exclusive. Sorry to say, is Microsoft. They could spend $2 or $3 billion and say, okay,
do
we'll
you
we'll
know
show
how
you
much money GTA 5 has made since 2013?
how much.
7.7 billion,
And it's still making money.
and it's still making money. Yeah. Why would I limit myself to one freaking console? Stupid. It's just Go ahead. People
Nope.
just say the dumbest things.
I just wanted to get your guys' opinion.
It's just,
Well, did Sony say what should we be expecting for this showcase?
Nope.
nope.
Oh no.
But
Oh.
only thing I'm expecting from this showcase
Spider
is
Man, Spider Man and Wolverine. Spider Man
for
release date and Wolverine.
Twisted Metal.
for me. For me,
No,
it's
I'm
time
just
to see the
telling you.
Naughty Dog game.
They already said they're not doing it. They put something out and said the only thing they're going to show is um, faction,
Actions.
the multiplayer of Last of Us.
Oh, well, then it's gonna suck then.
I don't know. No, I think it's going to be okay. I think people are overhyping it. Who I'm really, but we can talk about this another day because we'll talk about this as it get closer. But I think who's going to surprise people? People think Microsoft is stupid. I think Microsoft is playing everybody for a fool. But Microsoft is going to. You just think about this. Redfall was horrible to some people, not to me. And you think them developers think that work for Microsoft, all them studios saying they really think we're bad? We gonna show them. And I think like uh, what's that studio? All the studios that are making games, all of them are ready to go, and they know they're ready to go.
Oh yeah, in Exile, all those guys.
All of them.
All the Bethesda developers, they all got something to show.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, let's. That's all the topics. We'll see how this goes next week.
One small thing I'll say, I like surprises. That's all. That's all I gotta
Okay.
say.
Okay. So, OG, where can we find you?
You can find me here every Thursday with the crew. You can also find me on Facebook at our group, All Things Geeky. Nice group. And yeah, that's about it.
Jazamoto.
You can find me here every Thursday with the rest of the crew, 7 Central Standard Time. Also stream on Twitch. I've been getting more regular, so yay. Also Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Right, Sir Rich.
Hey, you can find me here every Thursday with everybody else, 7 Central. As well as you can find me on Facebook, Sir Rich Gaming. Twitter under Sir underscore Rich. Moto pointed that out. Twitch under Sir Rich as well. And YouTube as well. I stream throughout the week. No real schedule right now, but you'll catch me on. If not, catch my vibes.
Right? Mega.
Yep.
Don't say Twitch. Don't say Twitch, and don't say YouTube channel because you haven't
Oh,
created
I
them yet.
have to mention YouTube because it's coming soon. But I'll admit one thing: it's at a hard
When they coming? You said that last week.
The British are
I didn't
coming.
say it
The
was
British are
coming. I didn't
coming.
say what I was working on was coming to a
Oh
halt
my!
last week. Did I? You
You
have
said
to.
you just admitted it's coming to a halt now, but you didn't say it was coming to a halt last week.
Yeah, like that.
He said, "Yeah, like that,
I mean, like that, huh? You
huh?"
see, okay,
Yeah,
whatever
I'll
fits
admit
your
that.
narrative.
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah,
My fault.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so we can find you there. So you can find me here Thursdays. You can find me Twitter under that the Gamers DNV. You can find me there where it's on screen, and that's where you find me. And I'm on Xbox at the one, and I'm on PlayStation, but PlayStation Network as the one. Um,
Oh, you need to add that.
I will say, yeah. I will say that next week, the 20th, it's Thursday, correct? Or is that a Wednesday?
When is the showcase?
The showcase is the 24th, isn't it?
Yep, 24th.
So that would be Wednesday, is it? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Tomorrow's the 19th. So that makes Sunday the 21st. So that makes Tuesday. I mean,
Is
Monday
it
the
a
22nd.
evening show or afternoon show?
It's at, I think it's an afternoon.
Afternoon.
So that being said, I know what you guys are going to do, but you guys can carry the show next week. I'll be out of the country. So I'm hoping you guys could carry the show.
Ooh, are you saying you're going to be absent next week?
Yes. Yes. So it'd be good that you guys can go on and talk about it because the topic's going to be hot about Sony. And I know you guys are going to have a lot of energy. I'm just saying I won't be around because I'll be out of the country. But I'm sure Double and Surge can be great hosts, and Jazzy Moto be the engineer because that's what she's doing now. She's engineering all this in the back end. And Mega, he has a story to tell because we're not going to let Mega off next week because he has a story to tell about the Tears of the Kingdom, whatever that crap is for Nintendo. Ain't that what you said? Because you said you couldn't do it this week?
Oh yeah,
Okay, I just want to keep you honest.
yeah.
We're not going to let you off the hook on that one. Okay. So, everyone, thank you for staying with us, being patient. We had some hiccups, but I do thank you guys. Subscribe, share, tell everyone about us. And I appreciate everyone listening, taking the time out to listen again. On that note, see you guys next week, and we're going to have Serge do his thing.
All right, y'all. Holla, 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 holla. Holla, holla. It's good for everybody to holla.
Holler at you. Holler at you, baby. Holler at you. Holler, 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 holler. Holler, 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 holler at you. Holler at you. Holler at you. Holler at you. Baby, holler at you. Holler at you. Holler at you. Holler at you. Holler, 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 holler. Holler at you. At you. Holler, 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 holler. Holler at you, baby. Holler at you. Holler, 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 holler. Holler, 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 holler at you. Holler at you. Holler at you. Holler at you. Baby, holler at you. Holler at you. Holler at you. Holler at you. Holler, 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 holler. Holler at you. Holler, 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 holler. Holler, 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 holler. Holler, 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 holler. Holler, holler.